Welcome to Poco News, your weekly source for most things Brawl Stars esports. In today's video, I'm going to tell you team changes in North America, EMEA, and South America, and some information on Brawl Stars challengers. And first off, we have global news. Global news, I'm going to briefly recap a bit on what challengers is and how it works. So, challengers is a tournament which is divided in 12 regions. You can see them here on screen. I will be telling you how it works for each specific region, but generally it's at least 16 years of age, and 2 out of the 3 players must reside in the region they choose to compete in. And you can compete both in Challengers and Brawl Cup and Brawl Stars Championship, but by August 1st, you have to choose between Challengers or Brawl Stars Championship. That's it for generally, but I will basically say how it is specifically in a video I'll do shortly. North America has seen a change in a team, that team being Zeus, Second Best, and Zolon, where Zeus and Zolon have decided to replace Second Best with Rafiki, as they are scrimming with him. But I don't have any more information about the situation. We'll keep you updated if something happens. And the other news that are coming out of North America are that Sebas, who was the coach for Vatic, decided that he was no longer going to be there. It was, as Vatic said in their post on Twitter, "We have decided to part ways with Sebas. We appreciate your contributions and wish you the best in your next chapter." Sebas replied saying, "As a team we spoke and we have come to the decision. As a team it has been discussed and this decision has been reached as the best one to improve the team's result, which I respect. Wish the team lots of luck and thanks to Lynn McGee and Itz Gillis for everything they provided for us during that time." 1 out of 2. And then the 2 out of 2 is, "As for my future, I'll dedicate 100% to SKC, aiming to compete with them for the rest of the year, and I'll use the free time to create more content. Once you're at your lowest point, all that there is left is to go up. Thanks to those who still support me." Probably referring to the fact that he had gotten some hate, and one of his teammates, the SK Kalalis player Naipishu, said in a post in Japanese, "A lot of people badmouth Sebas, but he's my team's coach, and without a doubt, he's the top coach in the world. He handles troubles outside of matches, even helps with stuff that has nothing to do with it. He's the best guy who always has his teammates' backs. So that his teammates don't get mocked. He just keeps getting better and pays it back through his play." Thanking Sebas for all the contributions that he has made. And now to EMEA. For EMEA, I have that SK Gaming withdrew from the Bigg Series LAN. They said that in a post that goes, "Tournament participation update. After careful consideration, we have made the tough call to withdraw from the Bigg Series LAN finals at Gamers Assembly on Monday, 6th April. Our primary focus needs to remain on BSC. On the BSC April qualifier played Sunday, 5th April, as success there is of utmost importance to our run towards our 7th consecutive World Finals appearance. We are very sorry to disappoint any of our fans that were excited to meet us in France, and we hope to see you all in the next possible opportunity." And talking about next possible opportunities to meet SK Gaming, they made yet another watch party. Now to a team change. 2 teams have decided to change, with the first one being Big Talents, who made a post saying, "As of today, Simon is parting ways with Big Talents. We're grateful for the time, effort, and dedication he brought to the team. Watching him compete, representing our name, has been a great experience, and we appreciate everything he has contributed to this journey. We wish Simon all the best moving forward. Thank you for everything, Simon27. Now, you might be wondering, well, who's going to replace Simon? And that is relevant to the next news, which is that Le Planeur, who is the manager for Dompe, Adria, and Bogdan, he posts saying, after 9 months aside Dompe, Adri, and Bogdan, what was potentially my best experience in the scene, our contract with Realm has been terminated, and it appears the roster itself has come to its end. Thanks for everything, bye-bye. What has happened is that Dompe will move to big towns to play with Mine and Ness, and I don't know what Adri and Bogdan will do, as these are very recent news. And now to South America. South America has had roster changes, with the main ones being that Heights Gaming, the number 1 seed of South America, is going to become FA. This is because they did not fulfill a clause in their contract and therefore are FA. I will see what will happen and I will keep you updated if they find a new organization. Bounty Hunters has decided to kick Loco, and he made a post saying, "This is what I was missing after the 8 Gifted first monthly final. Doritos made a jump with Crow, and a second monthly final with bad gameplay and disastrous prep. They decided to kick me from the team without telling me anything. Before even checking what the mistakes were, we should look out for our own well-being, right?" Clown emoji. Quite salty over the fact that he got kicked and they didn't even tell him beforehand. After this post, he made a FA post, which you do when you get kicked, shown here on screen. And then Bounty Hunters said, "Brawl Stars roster update. We inform that the player Loco BS is no longer part of our roster. The decision was made jointly with the player tonight. We thank Loco for the time he spent with us and wish him success in the next step of his career. In the upcoming days, we will present a series of important changes to the lineup, focusing on evolution, performance improvement, and necessary adjustment to raise the team's competitive level. The goal remains the same. We're going after the top of the region, and we won't rest until we achieve it. We thank our fans for their unwavering support. We move forward together." Saying that they are going to make big changes to the roster, which we will see what that means. But rumors point to the fact that Meliodas, the Peruvian Sarita Gang player, is going to join Bounty Hunters. With a post he said, saying, "Hello, I wanted to let you know that I will no longer be playing for Sarita Gang. My future is a bit uncertain, really, but I always try to give 100% on whatever team I'm on. I wish it had turned out differently, but unfortunately, esports is like that. Brian and Jota were the only ones who trusted me to be on the team after I was banned last year. Believe me, at the end of 2025 and the beginning of 2026, my level was really bad. But thanks to Jota, who basically cleaned me with his advice, and thanks to Brian, who helped me learn a new role, one I never thought I would learn in my life, and of course, thanks to the staff like Kaiki and Roledu, who were there to point out my mistakes without any filter, which helped me improve a lot. Thank you very much." Saying that he will no longer play in Zarita Gang and instead will be focusing on his new roster. Probably Bounty Hunters. And along with that, we have that Ice Crow is still, for some reason, not scrimming with Bravao and Golden. I don't know why. I will see what I can find and report on the team next week. And now, lastly, Asia Pacific. Asia Pacific is divided into 3, and those are 1, East Asia. East Asia has very, very big news, those being that a team which was number 4 in the standings, WWL, a full Korean roster, and the first full Korean roster to reach the semifinals since 2022, was banned. This was revealed in a post by Brawl Stars Esports, who said, "Following an investigation conducted by the tournament administration team, WWL Esports have been disqualified from Brawl Stars Championship 2026. All points earned by the team during the 2026 season have been forfeited. Each player on the roster has received an individual suspension of 12 months, ending March 31st, 2027. The investigation found violations related to player eligibility and identity verification. Penalties were applied individually based on each player's involvement to all players competing in the Brawl Stars Championship. the tournament administration team issues this open letter. This letter is not relevant to the conversation, but I will put it up on screen if you want to read it. So essentially what occurred is that in South Korea, you have to be over the age of 18 to work after 8 o'clock at night. And because Minsun and Nene weren't old enough, 18 yet, they couldn't play. And what they decided to do was fake documents, which has unfortunately led them to a 12-month ban, which almost could ruin their careers, as it not only ruins this season, but also next season, as they will be starting 3 months behind. I have no news for China this week, and I also have no news for South Asia. If you enjoyed this video, I'm going to make a World Cup video, which I will upload soon. And this here is the Challengers video, which is about what is Challengers and how it works.